The Haunted Forest Mystery. Not far from the village lay a dense forest known as Calavan. During the day, it seemed peaceful, but at night, it turned into a place of horror. Villagers whispered about eerie sounds, trees swaying on their own, and most chilling of all, anyone who entered at night never returned. Rahul, a young journalist, was fascinated by these tales. Always in search of the truth, he dismissed the stories as mere superstition. Determined to uncover the mystery, he decided to investigate Calavan himself. Rahul convinced his friends, Samir and Neha, to join him on this adventure. Armed with flashlights, cameras, and supplies, they set off into the forest as night fell. As soon as they entered, the air grew colder. The trees rustled as if something unseen was moving among them. The darkness was thick, with only their flashlights cutting through it. Rahul chuckled. "See? It's all just imagination. There's nothing here." But before he could finish, a piercing scream echoed through the forest. The three froze. Samir swallowed hard. Was that an animal? Neha swung her flashlight around, but nothing was visible. Then a rustling noise came from the nearby bushes. They stood still, watching in horror as a shadow emerged. A frail old man in tattered clothes. His eyes were bloodshot and terrifying. He whispered, "Run! Before it wakes up." Rahul steadied himself and asked, "Who?" The old man trembled. "The spirit of the forest. Whoever wakes it, dies." With that, he vanished into the darkness. Rahul brushed it off as a spooky story, but Neha and Samir were visibly shaken. A few steps later, Samir suddenly screamed. His flashlight dropped and he fell to the ground, writhing in pain. Neha gasped. Something invisible was pulling at his legs. Rahul grabbed his arm, trying to pull him back, but his grip was slipping. Neha shone her flashlight at Samir's feet, and suddenly the force let go. Samir opened his eyes, but they were empty, lifeless. Slowly he stood up, but his movements were unnatural. Rahul and Neha backed away as Samir turned to them, his voice now deep and unfamiliar. "You woke me. Now no one will survive." Neha shrieked. "That's not Samir anymore." Thinking quickly, Rahul flashed his light directly into Samir's eyes. He let out a painful howl and collapsed. Neha rushed to a nearby bush and grabbed some leaves. "The elders in the village say tulsi leaves repel evil spirits." Rahul placed the leaves on Samir's forehead. A strong wind blew, and suddenly Samir's eyes returned to normal. He collapsed, unconscious. Rahul and Neha lifted Samir and ran. Strange whispers followed them, the feeling of being chased tightening around them like a noose. Suddenly the old man appeared again. "Run! Leave before sunrise, or the spirit will consume you too." With all their strength, they sprinted toward the forest's edge. Just as the first rays of sunlight touched the ground, they stumbled out of Calavan. When they turned around, the forest was silent, calm, as if nothing had ever happened. Back in the village, Samir regained consciousness. He remembered nothing. Rahul wondered, had it all been real, or just their minds playing tricks? But when he checked his camera, his blood ran cold. One of the photos showed a shadow behind Samir, a figure with glowing red eyes. And then Rahul realized the mystery of Calavan was far from over. Maybe it never would be.